And we're on.
Welcome back to another episode of Blind Kid Plays Fallout New Vegas. I am as ever the Blind Kid.
I am the Jim, the Seeing Eye Mutant.
And we're gonna do shit.
Raoul is just looking off in the distance. Let's see what he's looking at real quick as we're sitting here by the drive-in. Dead mole rat. Don't know why that's here. Ah, we got fire geckos being shot. Lovely.
We're not actually gonna lift a finger.
He sees something. He's walking for it. He's shooting jackals.
Cool. Good on you, Raoul. Sorry, my dogs are barking.
Oh, more red dots on the horizon. We'll just clear them out so we can just sit here uninterrupted.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
In fact, we may just join in the fun. The sky. Or these golden geckos. They're mostly geckos, okay. Let's go back to the Mojave Drive-In.
Leave us alone, geckos. We're waiting for a movie, apparently.
Yes, we're waiting for a movie to start up. It's the midnight showing, so we gotta wait for midnight.
We don't even know what it is, but hey.
We'll just sit here for another 14 hours drooling on ourselves. Again, boss! Again!
Raoul, go do something. Jesus fuck, there's a lot of sitting and waiting around.
Let's wait another hour. Ooh, there's a giant eyeball on the screen. It is looking at us. It's coming from this wrecked satellite sitting in the middle of the drive-in.
Whoa.
He takes a pack of cigarettes from the garbage can, then looks straight into the light. Pretty satellite give light as it looks all wrecked on the ground. The crashed satellite seems to be the source of the strange transmission you've received.
Whoa, what are we doing, man?
We're gonna take a closer look at the satellite. Let's get ready for this shit. We're gonna start the old world blues.
What, is that another DLC?
Yes, and Raoul left for home. He has returned to his shack, and Eddie has returned to Prim.
Whoa.
Welcome to Fallout New Vegas, Old World Blues.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I can listen to that guy speak all day.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Is this one of your favorites?
Oh, yes.
All right.
I'm about to spoil you because I think you're going to love this. Because I know your sense of humor, and this goes real well. You feel strangely heavier. A quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars around your head, chest, and back.
What happened? I mean, I already have implants, so wouldn't be
And when
that.
you fade in, we're on some sort of balcony shielded by something. And we are wearing a fucking patient's gown. Still wearing our hat and sunglasses from before, and carrying our fucking fully automatic fucking rifle with us, but we're in a patient's gown tied in the back.
What the hell?
I do not know what happened.
Yes, you do.
We're inside some sort of laboratory now, going inside the place from the balcony. Personality files damaged or missing. Insert backup holotape to restore files of the Central Intelligence Unit. Lovely. This door requires a key, cannot be opened. We can take a nap if we felt like it. Ooh, there's a miniature Securitron here, called Muggy. Personality files damaged or missing. Insert backup holotape files. Ooh, we found some Mentats right by the bed.
Take them.
Wonder glue, we'll leave that there for now.
Okay.
Any of these lockers got anything? No, these lockers are all empty. Mad scientist scrubs, we'll leave them there for now.
Someone's gonna have to answer to this.
We found an empty syringe and purified water. There's a toaster here. It's also missing a personality tape. More Mentats, some wine.
Take all the drugs and alcohol.
Inside this foot locker, a bunch of gun rounds we don't need. There's a giant eye on this screen looking at us. Lovely. The sync auto dock. Personality missing. Lovely. There's a book chute. Personality file missing. Reloading bench, which we can use. A workbench, which we can use. What's in this refrigerator?
Ignore any strange sounds you might hear. I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're baking around over there. Just ignore it.
No liquor. There's an empty bottle here, but we'll leave that there for now. Purified water, sugar bombs. We'll just leave it in there and loot it later. Hot plate here, which we can use in place of a campfire, apparently.
Let's go see if we can meet someone.
Yes. Biological research station. Oh, a sink. Personality file is missing for a sink. Okay, the sink.
What does that mean?
We'll find out, I guess, once we go look for someone.
Alright.
At least we can open the vending machines.
Have anything good?
Just Nuka-Cola and Sunset Sarsaparilla, but let's...
Let's
go.
drink a sarsaparilla. Oh.
Fine. Well, we don't need the sarsaparilla, though.
Did I ask if we needed it?
No.
I mean, you've never wanted to... You never just stopped and did something random?
I have. They're usually not that. It does give you a bottle cap.
What the hell are they doing over there?
I'm going into the think tank. You have a strange feeling of pacifism comes over you, and you find you cannot draw your weapon for some reason. There's a bunch of giant brains inside gelatinous balls, different colors with screens. 2 screens, each showing an eyeball, one showing a mouth.
I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
Okay.
Hey, one of those guys sounds really damn familiar.
Yeah, that would be the guy that voices Dr. Venture.
Oh. That's odd. What do you want to say to them? What do I want to say to them?
How are y'all speaking through that one voice box? I was at a theater, then I was here. What is this place? Are you the ones who performed this surgery on me?
That's the dumb answer. Let's do that.
Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dalla, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Lobotomite? What are you talking about?
Yes.
I wake up here all cut apart, and I want some answers. You want to know what a lobotomite is?
Uh-huh.
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skinvelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? By the great static, these lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities.
Oh, okay, before we... Penises!
Penises on the ends of your feet.
And yes, that is Fencer. Okay, yeah, weird. That's awesome. He's playing a mad scientist.
Again. Now, do you want to use your science check and hold up one finger, point at self, point at them, then hold up 5 fingers? Or use the speech check, wave hands and nod?
Wave hands and nod.
Wave hand and nod? Okay.
What? What is it doing? Did we institute electroshock? Or is it excreting? Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense! Lobotomites can't comprehend us!
8, have you been in the Mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak?
Yes, I'm guessing that crashed satellite was yours. Who are
Yes.
all of you and what is this place? Why do I feel so passive?
Crash satellite.
Crash satellite?
Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick? Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled the skin below with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us,
then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to... Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
what are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? 8, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, that it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
I found my home.
Yes, I know you would.
I love these, whatever they are.
Ah, yes.
They need a series.
It's a giant bulb with a brain inside jelly on top. 3 screens in front, 2 for the eyes, 1 for the mouth, and they're all on arms that extend and move, but like, you know, they're just staticky screens otherwise with still images.
God, they need a series.
Anyways, you removed my brain? Lobotomizing? You lobotomized me? Is that why I feel so odd and heavy?
You lobotomized me?
You actually had interest in my brain?
We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
You have the brainless perk. Your brain has been replaced with advanced technologies. You can no longer be crippled in the head, and it is resistant to chem addiction and shock from bodily damage.
Cool, let's keep it. Do we need a brain?
That's up to you. You don't need one, but
okay.
Yeah, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Who the hell is Richie Marcus?
you will find out.
Okay.
It's gonna be horrible.
I love these guys in Girl and...
How much surgery did you do on me? I feel like a badly put together jigsaw puzzle.
I do.
Why am I all cut up?
How much surgery?
That is my responsibility. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
You have the Heartless perk. The scars on your chest seem to confirm what the think tank is saying. You cannot be poisoned, and filters in your artificial blood pump will regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items and chems to function at higher levels.
We really are a fucking cyborg.
Yes.
That's awesome. I want to keep that.
Yes, you can be heartless.
Does that last for the whole...
Second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Yes, it lasts through the whole game unless you decide And you can always swap out body parts at any time. I mean, after you complete this.
Yeah.
You have the spineless perk. Due to complications with the procedure, your spine has been replaced. Your torso can no longer be crippled, and your strength and damage threshold have been increased by +1. Though I do advise getting your real spine back, because that gives you a strength of +2, which would give you max strength.
But we could just max strength out if we level up. We just put 2 points in strength.
You're a moron. I've tried explaining this to you. Why waste a good perk that you could be using to get something interesting?
Because then we won't be crippled.
You're just... Do you want to be spineless or have a spine? Some backbone to go kill people?
I guess, but we wouldn't be crippled as easily. It would help with our, you know...
And this is bugged, by the way. The
This is
crippling
what?
part. The crippling part is bugged, and you still wouldn't be crippled as easily if it did work.
Fine, whatever.
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
And yeah, I'll let you be the final arbiter of that, but still, I'm trying to say +2 to strength instead of +1. That would max out your strength and you'd be good, but you could go without it.
Not sure, we'll just go brainless and heartless. Besides, gross spine is a, you know, heartless is cool. And brainless, we're already brainless.
Yeah, we had an intelligence of 1. We're a sub-brick. We don't need that brain. You took out my brain, heart, and spine. You extracted my brain, but what do you mean misplaced it? If you ripped out my brain, where the hell is it?
You took out my brain, heart, and spine? I mean...
That Autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush! That is the sound of flushing. By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
You said something...
With science!
With science! For science. I shall rule all science. You'll hear that.
I shall rule. All science will be mine! Goodbye.
You said something about needing technologies to stop Mobius. First you scoop out my brain, now you want me to save you? No, I'm not going to help you.
You said something about technologies?
Yes. It is our only chance. A desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone.
Okay.
Before I go reclaim this tech, are you sure your plan will work? Why me? Can't you do it? I'll help. What do you need me to do?
Why me? Can't you do it?
No.
No, why not? Or I'll help you. What do you need?
Yeah, I didn't know why not.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of. And eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers and...
Enough! We need your help. Will you help us?
I'll help. What do you need me to do? I'm listening. Let's hear it.
I'm listening, let's hear it. Of course you know I'm gonna help them.
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
This whole place sounds dangerous. These devices sound dangerous. What are these technologies?
What are these technologies?
The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies. The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projector gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old world gestures lightly.
The faster I can get through this, the better. Trust me, I want to get this over with as quickly as possible. Or what if I take my time, explore the crater?
What if I take my time, explore the crater?
What illogic is this? Keep your filthy, penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets.
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
Penis-tipped feet.
Guess I better get walking then. Doesn't sound like my style. Maybe I'll do a little exploring.
Guess I better get walking. What?
Guess I better get walking, okay.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
Pylons? What pylons? There's a perimeter? Yeah. Or that sounds suspiciously like I can't leave.
Pylons? What pylons?
The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously by your deadened perceptions.
So I can't leave? Why can't you go out there and shut them down? Great, I don't
Oh,
want
I
to hear.
can't leave.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If you had any idea of how much I'm enjoying this, we would never actually leave.
If you have the gun already, I don't understand what you need. For the
Yeah.
love of God, please stop fighting.
Let's stop
If
fighting.
there's a weapon you can give me, hand it over and I'll put it to good use.
For the love of God, stop fighting.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projector thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun, getting it warmed up. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco terminate code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
That was strange.
I could use some more energy stuff. I'd rather have a good old-fashioned gun.
I could use some more energy stuff.
No. What else can we deny you? No. What else can we deny you?
What were you saying about force field disruption?
Yeah.
This thing is pretty cool. It's got a little sound wave thing on the back.
Cool. Disruption.
What? You
Disruption.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O,
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dalla. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised that things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Wait, so this gun you gave me can disable force fields?
Yeah.
Or this can only work on force fields in the crater?
This gun can.
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of the stupid labs. Or inside one of the stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
I could care less about all this. Can I go? Great. I didn't want to hear any more about that. Can you please hurry? I've got a schedule. If there's nothing more, I need to stop Mobius.
If there's nothing more, I need to stop Mobius.
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do.
I'll head out then and bring back these things. Oh, I'll be
Yes.
sure not to tamper with anything, I promise. I'll go get these technological wonders and see how much damage I can do.
I try not to tamper with anything, I promise.
Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
Did you say barter, or just one of these chips, huh? Guess they're rare.
Did you say barter?
No, O did. He favors that archaic term of commerce. I see no need to elaborate on such dated methods of material gain.
Just one of these chips, huh? Guess they're rare.
Yeah.
Rare? I guess. Might be more somewhere, I forget. I mean, such knowledge is encrypted deep in my databanks.
So just plug it in the circular map thing in the sink upstairs.
Yeah.
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I'm surrounded by children.
I like these people. Robots. Brains. Whatever, I like them.
Found a footlocker here. Found scientist scrubs. More of them.
I needed to hear that.
Yes, and it gets worse. You'll hear them bantering as we continue through the place. Ooh, a scientist glove. Lovely.
You
More
mean
scientist
better?
scrubs. Huh?
You mean better?
Yes, as we run through the place randomly, because we will be doing some exploration soon. I mean, this place is coated wall to wall with buttons, blinking lights, monitors. Typical 1950s sci-fi.
My God, I could hear them. I could hear them argue all day.
Yes.
Who's this Mobius guy?
You will find out. He's, especially through the dialogue, he wants to rule all science. And that's what.
Yes, I heard that.
for
That
now.
was amazing.
First off, let's
Rule-
make ourselves intelligent, and we'll talk to some of these guys. After I save the game. Because that was a long...
Save! Make ourselves intelligent?
Yes, we're going to eat mentats. Party time mentats. And drink a black coffee, because you got to be smart to talk with them now. Having those failures before, fine, dandy, but...
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
Impossible?
You're Dr. O, correct?
Yeah.
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What, my Pip-Boy? Some problem with Robco? Agenda?
Yeah,
I don't have any... Agenda?
What are you talking about?
What, my Pip-Boy?
Yeah.
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain could make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Calm
Why
down.
doesn't he like?
Calm down, I just want to ask some questions.
Why doesn't he like House?
You'll find out through conversation.
Fine.
Let's ask questions.
Ask.
Do you have another name?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept a mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Yes.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Is it 0?
Yes, if they keep confusing it with the letter, then the number is 0. Dr. Zero.
Aw, Dr. Zero.
And that's why we needed the intelligence boost.
Yes, thank you. 0. I am 0. How hard is that? A narrow, thin 0.
I don't know. O sounds more impressive. That's not much of an improvement. Alright, so you want me to call you 0, or...
Alright, so you want me to call you 0?
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Vivisection is fun.
If you want to differentiate between the O and 0, just put a slash through the 0.
Whoa. That's smart.
What?
0, draw a slash through it.
Yeah.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
Aww. He's not useless.
And that's what makes you truly a 0. So, is that what you want to be? Or I have no idea how you incompetents survived this long.
So it makes you truly a 0.
That makes you truly a 0?
Yeah.
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in 0. It reduces anything multiplied against it to 0. That's using your math, Wrath.
I like that.
He was smart enough in math to do
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. I make a 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
I like that. Destroyer of numbers.
I'm going to need something to debug the Central Intelligence barter routines.
Yeah.
Sure, let's see. What can we feed that stupid personality chip? Ah, here we go. Some worthless bottle caps. These should do it. Just dump them on its surface, and the trade interface should pop up.
Even though we already have, like... Yeah.
So 0, got any amazing discoveries to share?
Yeah.
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
He added 2 scrap electronics to your inventory and 2 scrap metals.
Thank you.
It certainly is interesting, whatever it once was. It looks like junk. This scrap metal is supposed to be something?
It's whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Hey, you never know what we're gonna need scrap metal and electronics for.
Tell me about Mobius and these monsters of his.
Yes.
That genius, Mobius, somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
A giant robot scorpion?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
I want a robot scorpion.
Can you tell me about this facility?
Yeah.
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
What do you do here?
Yeah.
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
So can I.
That doesn't sound impressive, breaking machines, that is.
Yes.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
True.
Alright, we'll say goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
I like him. So he hates House, huh?
Yes. Apparently
Can we
because he makes robots.
Can we kill House?
I love to hear you, Britt. You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes.
Not right now. Okay, yeah.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue? Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cavity.
It seems to me you have more biological needs than your counterparts using your lady killer.
Yes.
What? Nonsense.
Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly.
Do it.
What? What are you doing?
Turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch nose.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
Run your hands along the sides of your face, then exhale rapidly.
Go.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Yes.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
That's strange, but yes.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, Lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
I think we just made a robot have an orgasm.
I think so too. Who are you and what do you do here?
Sure.
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dala, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
211 doctorates? How is that even possible? Or
Yes.
first head chief researcher, lot of titles.
211 doctorates?
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
First head chief researcher, lot of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
My title is Stuff of Nightmares.
I am sometimes called a courier.
Yeah.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
There was another courier?
There was another courier?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
What
I
was
do
the
not
question?
know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
We must know.
Why did you remove my brain and how?
Yes.
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack. Snip. Done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
But how am I still talking and walking around? Or, this makes no sense. How is this even possible?
How is this even possible?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
I can't imagine my brain is probably like, "Ugh, duh."
Yeah, it probably is. I feel strange in here, peaceful but on edge.
Yes.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there any way to shut it off?
Is there any way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here.
This is an odd
Perhaps you are stuck
conversation.
in a looping gesture of verbal intercourse.
Yes, it is an odd conversation. Can you tell me about Dr. Mobius?
Yes.
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
I don't understand how the tech Klein wants will help.
Yes.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Big Mountain.
Can you tell me about the Big Empty?
The Big Empty.
The Big Empty? Now that's not a proper title for this research facility. You sound like previous test subjects that came here. This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That's my question.
Previous test subjects, this used to be a mountain, or questions like what?
This used to be a mountain?
Yes, Big Mountain was quite big indeed until the Great Static. Then the top of the mountain was used as part of a detonation experiment. This cleared additional space in the crater, however, allowing us more real estate to build upon. Convenient. Efficient.
Cool.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
That was interesting.
Yes. What was that? Can you speak? Do you understand me?
Can you speak?
Did something happen to with your voice module? I have no... That is too bad, or good, or something. Is that a yes, or no, or
Come on,
yes,
it has to
no?
be that was too bad or good or something.
Can I ask you some questions? I'm pretty sure you can understand me, and I want some answers.
Yeah.
Which one?
I'm pretty sure you can understand me.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Sounds important, I think. Or, good to meet you, double circle, dash, yeah, that, whatever.
Good to meet you.
Do you know anything about Dr. Mobius or the Forbidden Zone?
Yeah.
Alright, calm down. Just didn't mean to alarm you. You're going to pop a monitor shaft if you keep that up. I got it already. Those two names give you nightmares.
Nightmares.
Can you tell me about these technologies, Klein, once?
The technologies.
You sound agitated, or you're percolating, or something. I swear, your brain tank thing just sparkled.
The second one.
Second one. We're not activating this quest. Tell me about the big empty, big mountain that is.
Yeah, fine.
You sound a little down. Are you alright? Kinda ran out of steam in the middle.
Yeah.
Wait, after listening a bit, that's Robcode term link protocol you're broadcasting, right? Using science? Or using your perception, saying you're emitting characters and patterns of 8 bracketed...
Science.
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 I'm just full of surprises, or, well, I've hacked enough Robcode terminals to know, or can't get away from their code even with voice modules, huh?
This third one, I guess.
Can't even get away from their code even with voice modules, huh?
Yeah.
Nice pun with on the header file reference.
Yeah.
Well, the code's got some problems. I'm not arguing that. I just realized I'm understanding you.
I just realized I'm understanding you.
I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in a tank. No, I understand. It's hard to learn a new language, or so your broadcast pattern is Robcode term link, but not by choice.
No, yeah, not by choice.
If that's Robcode term link protocol, doesn't that mean you can be hacked?
Yeah.
It'll only take a second to violate your rights and make your voice mine, or that if that's term link code, don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code.
I'm not going to take advantage of it. I like him. Whatever it
is. Not a problem. I know what it's like to be experimented on. Or, alright. Quit your grinning, you idiot. Or
I know what it's like to be experimented on.
About when I first arrived, tell me you didn't sonjaculate into my sonic emitter.
Have to.
Well, there had to be some other way to fire it up. Can we at least talk it over next time? Or nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just that it's best to keep that stuff private, you know. Or usually I can find some cram lying around, put some duct tape around the lid, good to go.
Can we at least talk it over next time?
Oh, you don't want to take the I'm gonna fuck can of cram.
Fine.
Now that we know each other better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter?
Sonic emitter.
Really, huh? Yeah, I understood that part already. Well, projecto is kinda evident. Emitter works better.
Yeah, projecto's kind of evident. Emitter works better.
Higgs Village, can you point it out on my Pip-Boy?
Yes, let's go there.
So your house is there? Well, you want me to rob your place?
You want me to rob your place?
So there's an emitter code in your house in Higgs. Wait, how many? One or... Which
Emitter
one?
code.
Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox and one for the opera. Nice, I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
No. Alright. See, we're making friends.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Animal? Did you just call me an animal? Or did you always get this dramatic? Or calm down, I just had some questions.
Did you always get this dramatic?
Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies, things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
What do you do here? I want to know more about Mobius and the Forbidden Zone, or tell
I
me
want to know
about...
what he does here.
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You're responsible for cazadors?
Yes, we have to do that.
Okay.
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
What makes you think they haven't escaped or contained at Big Mountain? Those things are all over the Mojave, or I don't think they're sterile. They breed all right.
Well, those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
Breed a lot.
I don't think they're sterile. They breed all right.
Yes.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
No, that's all right. Trust me. Or go ahead. You might make me more fertile or impregnate me.
More fertile.
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
You don't seem to have a grasp on your own research.
Yes.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
All right, then. When did you create Cazadors? Or, so Night Stalkers were created for a purpose, then? Which
Night
purpose?
Stalkers were created for a purpose, then? What purpose?
To preserve Coyote. No, wait. The snake DNA was important because the snakes with the rattles were dying out, and... Or maybe it was a vet from Callus in X8. He had some Mount Lion, Eagle, Condor idea. Bet you can't breed this, he said. Showed him. Then it spliced itself into a coyote, a snake thing, which was eventually successful. Kept that DNA where it belonged. Spliced. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
I want to know more about Mobius in the Forbidden Zone.
Yes, I do.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater, a big mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Clicking and worrying.
Tell me about this radar fence around the crater.
Yeah.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
I love the guy. He's like Mr. 1950s.
Yeah. The fence doesn't make much sense to me. Wait a minute. That means you're trapped here? Or so I get my brain back, I can leave then.
Wait, that means you're trapped here?
Trapped? Nonsense! We are secure here from evil philosophies. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Don't you want to leave here, but there's a whole world beyond this place?
But there's a whole world beyond this place.
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Sure, I want to live here forever.
Evidence to the contrary, or doesn't that prove you're wrong?
Doesn't that prove you're wrong?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
He's insane.
Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
Why? Why, I tell you?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
That sounds...
Okay, can you tell me about the Big Mountain?
Big Mountain.
It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Laser tails.
Why have you leveled this place? I saw the expanse. Okay.
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds. For science.
Test cities?
Science.
Test cities or what explosion?
Test cities.
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
Autodocs, toxins, and vending machines in a tiny, isolated area. Sound familiar?
Yes.
What was this explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Boom.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
I like this guy. He's so dramatic.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
It reminds me of you if you got hit on the head really hard.
I take that as a compliment.
I can hear your penis-tipped feet tromping around.
Penis-tipped
Did
feet.
you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
No, not yet.
I would be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share on the sciences.
Yes.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
We did.
I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked some questions.
Ask some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Agreed.
You seem like you're the one in charge.
He does, doesn't he?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Who is Dr. Mobius?
Yes.
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Intelligence. Tastes like baby.
These mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence? Are you certain of your findings using science?
Yes, using science!
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Brainial.
Why do I have this strange passive sensation here?
Why do I have this strange passive sensation here, man?
Jesus fuck likes murder!
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. I have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Why the anti-aggression programming? But I like to fight.
Why the anti-aggression programming? I like murder.
Why don't we just go with, but I like to fight? Because he likes murder.
Fine.
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time.
Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were these visitors?
I think I have an
Dr.
idea.
8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Aww, why did they break his train?
What is this place?
Sure.
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man. And to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
Science! I think I know who one of the visitors is. Because
Yes.
you mentioned them.
And you also know who another one of them is. You ate
What?
You also know who another one of the visitors is because you ate him.
Domino?
No.
Which one?
The one we had to escape before everything blew up.
Oh! Oh, him!
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, okay.
Father Elijah, he was also here.
Now he's consumed. He's here again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
Science?
I'd like to know more about the Forbidden Zone.
The Forbidden Zone is forbidden.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
The Forbidden Zone is forbidden to you! Can you tell me more about the pylons?
Pylons.
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
Science
I have
will be
some
mine.
questions about this brain extraction you all performed.
Brain extraction!
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock runs are remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
I know why.
You said before that Mobius might have my brain, and why?
Mobius may have my brain.
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
What's this auto-dock surgery code you mentioned? Science!
Science! Yes.
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto-dock. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
So the comp doc does what Mobius would do if he was here, chopping me up.
Yeah.
We can discuss this another time when you've evolved. For now, my patience levels are rapidly depleting.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
That's a good question.
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
I don't understand how poisons can dumbify you.
Dumbify.
Apparently they can. It seems as if you may have been stung yourself.
Dumbify.
Very well, do your asking then.
Dumbify.
Dumbify.
Yes, a most good buy.
So we met all of them.
Alright, we leveled up.
Woo!
Lockpick is the next lowest.
Yes, let's do that.
Now up to 80. And you get another perk.
We leveled up.
Demolition
What
Expert,
level are we at?
20% damage. We're at level 26 out of 50.
Oh, wow.
Demolition Expert, extra 20%. You can take a total of 3 ranks in it, which means 3 separate levels wasted on it. Toughness gets 2 ranks, but you get an additional +3 to armor. I'm looking for things that would be interesting to you.
We leveled up doing, like, basically nothing.
Yeah.
That was an easy level.
Strong back, extra 50 pounds to carry weight. Ooh, Tribal Wisdom. Your limbs take 50% less damage from animals, and mutated insects. You gain plus 25% resistance to poison damage, and can eat mutated insects when you're in sneak mode. So it's like another form of cannibalism.
Deal. Although, really, we're resistant to poisons anyway.
Yeah.
Because we have no heart. My age.
I wanted to ask some fucking questions. Your damaged voice module. Can you tell me about the attack?
Tell me about the attack.
So one of the visitors didn't damage it. He reprogrammed it. And that took control of the trains before you shut it down.
Reprogrammed.
I know what it means to be attacked without warning. Trust me, 8.
Yes. Poor 8.
Alright, don't get all sympathetic and mushy, or fine, can we move on?
Fucking can we move on? It's hard to gauge his personality.
Yeah. One more guy to talk to here.
Let's talk.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
Yes.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
Yes.
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Who were the others?
Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
We asked Klein already.
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out. Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
We already know what he asked Klein. He doesn't remember.
Well, we're gonna double check that.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Calm down.
Yes, a most good buy.
I double checked it. And that, my friends, is the think tank for now.
That was the think tank. We know he didn't do a lot of like shooting and fighting, but come on, it was worth it.
Yes, it was. A whole entire hour and almost 2 hours worth of that, and I had to do that for you just to fucking spoil you with all this humor.
Almost 2 hours
horrible.
of nothing but just humor. We'll see you next time, peeps.